What's up guys, Tea Party Percy here and welcome back to a new guide. This guide will be about Argos Phase 1 Abyss Raid. As usual, I will focus on this video only the core mechanics and some skills you need to pay attention to, but I won't explain all the normal skills which can be dodged or avoided just by simply paying attention to the boss movements. So in general, to avoid all those small skills, just don't stay in front of the boss. This guide is going to be a pretty short one because the core mechanics, there are not many core mechanics, they are easy to understand once I explain it to you guys. So I will also upload a separate full run phase 1 video. You will see the link on the top right now. You can watch it after watching this guide. To give you some background information, because I think that's what a lot of videos about Argos lack, is how the party or what the item level of the party is. My party, you can see on the background, we have an average item level of 1390 and we managed to clear with this exact same party also phase 2 Argos. So if we have enough damage to clear phase 2, we are slightly overgeared for phase 1. So if you're going to try out phase 1 with their lower item level average party, you might take a little bit more damage, it might take a little longer. So make sure if you watch any guide videos, pay attention to which item level the party is. So sometimes you watch a guy going through all the phases easily and only in the last phase he struggles, and people always assume, oh, phase 1 and phase 2 are easy peasy. But that's not the case. If you are barely meeting the minimum for that certain phase, you will struggle a lot. And the guy who didn't pay attention to small skills because they don't hurt him anymore, it will be completely different for you. So make sure you have this background information before you make an opinion about a raid. Now let's start with the basic mechanic everyone needs to understand and know about Argos fight. The sun and moon patterns. Each party will get a sun or moon pattern assigned at the beginning of the fight, and certain mechanics will change it. Pay attention to the symbol below your feet. If it's golden, you are the sun party, and if it's purple, you have the moon party assigned to you. A lot of skills which I will explain later will interact with this specific pattern, starting with the cardinal direction safe spot mechanic. For this particular mechanic, you need to assign spots for each of the party members before you start the phase 1 fight. There will be 2 safe spots on each cardinal direction, and one of those safe spots is for Sun Party and one of the safe spots is for Moon Party. The safe spots for Moon Party are always closer to the boss, and the safe spots for the Sun Party are always further away or at the edge of the map. The easiest way to assign spots or location for the members, like we did in the background, you will be able to compare it if you pause the video. The number 1 guy from each party will go to the north side. The party member with the number 2 will go to the right side. The third party member will go down to the south side. And the last one, the 4th party member, will go always to the west side or the left side. Now, there will be a combo mechanic after this. Always after this cardinal direction mechanic, you will have the Tranquility phase. Yes, you are right. I named it myself, so that's why it sounds weird. I don't know what the real name of it is, so I'm gonna call it the Tranquility phase because it will be obvious once you hear about the mechanic. Once the cardinal direction mechanic is over, you will be able to see a bar below the boss and it will start to deplete slowly. It will take around 30 seconds to deplete entirely. The mechanic of this phase is, if a member of the Sun Party hits the boss often enough, the boss will change into Sun FX. And if the Moon Party does it often enough, the boss will change to Moon FX. At the end of this phase, when the bar depletes to 0, the boss will wipe the opposite party. So if he has the Sun FX, he will wipe the Moon Party. To prevent this, you have to keep the boss on a neutral state. You can do it by simply not attacking the boss at all, because the boss will start at the neutral state, or you have to balance it out. So once a lot of people from the Sun Party hit the boss and he changed into Sun FX, then the Sun Party needs to stop dealing damage and the Moon Party needs to deal damage or do some skills to get him back to neutral state. The easiest way to succeed this mechanic is if you just don't attack him at all. Just wait until this phase is over, and once he is in the neutral state when the bar depletes, he will be down for a few seconds. So if your party lacks damage, you might have to go with the balancing out the skills approach. Once the Tranquility phase is over, you have to pay attention because the affixes assigned to the parties will change. The party which was previously Sun will be Moon and the other way around. Next skill in the list is the Small Pizza. The boss will teleport to the center and he will flash 5 times a pattern, you know, the pizza slices from other mechanics, and you have to memorize it fast. Each of the slices will have one of the colors, purple or gold. After a few seconds, you have to go to the safe spots as they were flashed at the beginning of the mechanic. If you stay on the wrong tile, so if you are a Sun party member staying on the purple tile, you will take small damage. The important part of this mechanic is the last hit of the pizza or the small pizza mechanic. That one will deal insane amount of damage. So if you have a party with enough shields like Warlord shields, Bard shields or Holy Knight shields, the easiest way to clear this mechanic or survive this mechanic is to go to the bottom right tile as a Moon party or to the bottom left tile as the Sun party and just stay there and tank the first 4 hits of the pizza mechanic, because the 5th one is always at the fixed spot. You can just stay on the fixed spot for the 5th mechanic or 5th part of the pizza mechanic to survive the insane amount of damage you will get dealt by the last hit. If you don't have enough shielding class, you can also use the combat item which will provide you with a shield. Next, we have the Big Pizza. This one is pretty simple. Don't stay on the wrong tile. Compared to the Small Pizza, every time you stay on the wrong tile, you will get hurt a lot. And also, it's not a memorized pattern. You will see a purple flash and you have to move immediately to that purple tile if you are the Moon party, and it will shortly after that deal insane amount of damage if you are standing on the wrong one. So it's not, once again, not like the Small Pizza where you have to memorize the 5 slice sequence and then shortly repeat it afterwards. And the next, and I would say the last mechanic you need to pay attention to is the Sun or Moon circle. The boss will be surrounded by a Sun or Moon circle. You can see that obviously on the color. If the boss is surrounded by the Sun circle, every Sun party member, you are safe. Still, you can just carry on and do what you always did, deal damage. The Moon party has to pay attention. If you stay in the Sun circle as a Moon party, you will see a bar, a new bar below your HP. If that bar depletes to 0, you will take damage. You can compare it with the breath mechanic in the water dungeons. To refill this bar, you just need to step out of the circle for a few seconds. That's it. Now, I want to mention some of the other skills which you have to pay attention to or which might help you a lot. First, we have the blink. The boss will blink away and then blink back into the battlefield, so pay attention to it. As soon as you see the lightning effects, just dodge away. Next we have the swirl big AoE. The boss will kind of twist around himself, which is the indicator for the big AoE. Make a shot call or just jump towards the boss, because if you are too far away from him, you will take damage. Next we have the collecting floating orbs. The boss will spawn 4 Sun or Moon orbs. So if the boss spawns Sun orbs, the 4 party members of the Sun party needs to take 1 each. If the same guy take 2 orbs in a row, he will get stunned and take damage. But you can avoid the stun by just spacebarring through the orb if you want to take a second one. If one of the orbs should survive after a while, they will turn into a big AoE and will deal damage. Next we have the wave skill. It's pretty simple to see, so most of the time you have to stay close to the boss, either on the sides or in front or behind the boss. It depends on the pattern. In the background you can see that you are safe on the left or right side of the boss. If you are in front or behind the boss, you will get hit by the wave attack. Last but not least, we have the big FX AoE. So through the entire battle, you will see a lot of circles, either purple, big purple circles, or big sun circles, or a combination of those. If you are the sun party, you won't get any damage from the sun circles. And of course, if you are the moon party, you won't get damage from any of the moon circles or the purple circles. So yeah, that's it. I hope I was able to give you a brief explanation about the core mechanics of the boss. If you have any questions, as always, feel free to ask in the comment section down below. You can also join the Discord, which is linked down below in the video description. Other than that, thanks for watching, guys. See you guys on the next video. Your Tea Party Percy.